Bienvenidos, bambinos. Shilova-kun. I couldn't wait. I was like, I should really play some of my other games, but it's Phoenix Wright, so I gotta start the second game. So that's what we're doing, okay? Just calm down. Everyone just calm down. Sit back, relax, and let it happen. Who knows, you might enjoy it. I also have to think about how I'm going to start labeling these videos, because it could get confusing. Most deaf. I know it's later than I normally stream, but... as soon as I got home, I was like, I'm going to play Phoenix Wright, because I'm going to start the second game. Yeah, that's very good. Very good indeed. I don't know. Let's, I'm so excited. The second game is still really good. It's not as good as some of the cases in the first game overall. It's shorter too. There's only 4 cases instead of 5. But there's a lot of really good characters that are coming in. So it's still good. I love them. I love them all. But we just got to get to the third game, because the third game is mind-blowing. So I played this game. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. I should have done a mic check. Oh my god. Hope people can hear me. I hope people can hear me. This was one of his specials from Marvel vs. Capcom. Is based off of this scene. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Thank you, Mel. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. I think it was like his second special in Marvel vs. Capcom. So good. So good. Hey Mel, I promise I'm gonna start playing more horror games. I was gonna start Layers of Fear tonight, but then I was like, I can start the second Phoenix Wright game though. So that's what I'm doing. Whoa, cutscenes! What a nightmare! And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh, looks like they hung up. Oh no! It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Gasp! Sabotage! A few minutes later. Man, this game just kicks off right in the nuts. Oh, my head. Oh, it's throbbing. Ugh. Why does it feel so foggy in here? Yay! A new friend! Good morning! Ah! Good morning? What's wrong? You don't look well! People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head, it sort of hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Well, wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. Huh? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when All the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... Well, what's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you again? Huh? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely terrible! No, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm... who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Convenient for a tutorial in case you never played the game before, huh? Oh, a bailiff. I don't think the bailiff needs a special voice. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Yeah, sure. I guess I must have the amnesias. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty? I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone, please! Tell me this is just a bad dream! Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Oop! Here we go! Smack! Court is now... Oh, we got new music. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Alright, now then, are you ready? Yes. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Smack! Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. And in any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. Well, it's been a while, Mr. Wright. He's the first person I was battled against in every game. He's like the tutorial prosecutor, so... Let's see what you've learned since the last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide? I'm so dead. Oh, shitty dicks. Yeah, it's a gumshoe. Alright, 1 second. Okay. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Look at that, Gumshoe, you got your job back. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir, and while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay. Calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near the headquarters, Expose Park. New song. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Oh yeah, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here, sir. In order here. Hang on one second. Oh, I forgot the most important thing about fucking streaming, and that's silencing your phone. I'm glad I remembered. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1. The victim fell from the walking path above. Oh, now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually. It's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like that, like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep, info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R1 button. R1 button? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record, see what I can find. Hey, raccoon! What was that again? The R1 button? Phoenix got knocked over the head. But this is the start of the second game. So at the very beginning of the game, Phoenix got knocked over the head by some dickhead, and now he has amnesia and can't remember how to lawyer, which is convenient for tutorial. Luckily, I don't have the amnesia, so I remember. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means, so I got it here. Dustin's autopsy report. Time of death, 9/6 at 6:28. Caused broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Hey. Glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. And crime photo 1. Victim fell from the walking path above. We can also look at profiles now. Whoa, my client. The only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. Dustin Prince, the victim, and a policeman. It seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. Winston Payne, this guy's a dick. And this guy is really a dick, but not the dick in the sense, but he's a cool guy. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. Oh, that's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell. Hey, what are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yeah, this is my spare pair. But those glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Ugh. Is that a Detroit playthrough? Awesome.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you do? You have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Smack! Oh, very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. New music! Well, there's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Oh, poor Gumshoe.
This is a picture of the writing, sir.
Why? Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, I can see her name is clearly written here. It's like an hour long. Yeah, that's... I mean, that's fine, I guess. I can't say anything. I did a 6-hour stream of Phoenix Wright yesterday, so...
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Or understood. The court accepts it into evidence. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious, the victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But I already told you those glasses aren't mine.
And how do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Smack! Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you.
Sure. What am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces.
Get in their faces and do what?
I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witness all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time.
Lie? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective. He looks sort of like a scatterbrain.
It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Smack! Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. Well, as long as I can expose the lies, we should be right. You thought I was joking? Oh, hell no. I know. Well, I was streaming the last case, still working on the last case of the first Phoenix Wright game, and I committed myself to finishing it. It was longer than I thought, obviously. But, yep, I just blew through it, and I finished it. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. Well, there's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. About those glasses, do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Let's continue pressing. Hold it! Almost and kind of are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed any traces of the fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying is, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that.
What?
I see. Well, there's no proof.
Wow, that was amazing! I could totally feel it down in my gut.
But during his date, the victim was pushed down from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he'd landed. Where's Edgeworth? Oh, you didn't see the end of the first game, huh? I'm not going to make you watch a 6-hour stream, but you should probably watch towards the end of the case. So after everything that happened, Edgeworth was put through a lot of stress in the last case because he started questioning what was right, what was wrong, because he was being used. He found out he was being used. He was given false evidence, so like he thought all this time that he was doing the right thing, but then he found out he was being played for a fool. So he had to go off and find himself and figure out what his new path would be, what his journey for justice would be. So he leaves at the end of the first game. We're not going to see, I don't think he comes back in this game, but he comes back in the future, but I don't think he comes back until the third game. There's even a spin-off game for him that talks about his time away, which I played, and it's very good. There's 2 of them. They only brought one to America, but you can get them through emulators. So yeah, Edgeworth is gone for now. Yeah, he's not going to be here. So we're going to get a new prosecutor after Winston Payne. The new prosecutor is pretty amazing, though. So it's going to be good. But we're going to get Maya back, though. So that's good. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised, too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name that of my client?
I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir.
Are you absolutely certain?
Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. Oh, this is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie.
He's got a point.
Hey, hold on!
Huh?
Don't me! I know the picture says Maggie, but... now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. And that's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence! Oh, so that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. I think the contradiction is... I don't know if the death was instantaneous, though. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say that she's the culprit. And you are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? Well, there were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. Oh, it certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going. Please say murderer in your Edgeworth voice. No, it's gonna be hard because I don't think there's anyone British in this game, so it'll be hard for me to say murder again, but I'll do it from time to time. I really want to see your special move, sir. My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Oh, that present evidence, just in case you know what you're doing. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes! The great Phoenix Wright is back! Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. Yeah, we have to start presenting profiles too. It makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? Alright, I'll give this a try. I could try this whole presenting thing. Okay. So, I think I gotta present the autopsy. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, wait a second. There's no name written here. There's no name written there. There's no name written there. There's no name written there. Uh-oh. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Or how exactly are the evidence and that statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please shake the facts over before making an accusation, but I thought that was pretty good. I don't think that won any points with the judge. Okay. Okay. I think it was under this one where she brought up the contradiction thing. So it must be here. Did I just... Well... Oh, wait a second. Maggie, I don't think... He didn't spell it right. He didn't spell it right. It's not spelled that way. It's not spelled that way. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take out my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe? You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer the defendant's name, if you please.
Where's this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right there. It says Maggie Bird. Oh, ah!
It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here?
I have no idea either, sir.
As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
What? Well, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
Oh, hell no. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name.
What? No!
Schmack! Oh my god, this is true. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir.
Dustin and Maggie.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Boyd, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him.
Aww. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, a tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. What? You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
Officer Prince and Officer Boyd had been going out for about half a year.
How do you know about this?
Well, every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Boyd was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off.
No, they got close, I take it.
Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip.
What is it?
Nothing, sir. Really. Anyway. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage.
Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her?
What? You saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal?
No, that's not what no! Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage.
Mind your own business, pal! The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir.
Trophy earned, mind your own business, pal. What? Why? Why is that a trophy? The day of the incident? You mean September 6th?
Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit.
I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. Oh, that's great, Your Honor. I'm glad that you're such a cheerful old man.
Officer Boyd had gotten Officer Prince a present.
You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
That's because I'm a boss. I've got to watch out for my subordinates.
He's crushing on Maggie, and I shipped those two so hard. But even what she was going to give us a present, isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches her.
I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time.
Whoa! Wait a second! Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal! You're guilty! Guilty! I shall have you arrested!
I think the good detective is about done here.
It was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Over 2 months ago?
Yep. She's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was his birthday present?
Well, she got him a glove.
A shingle glove? Why would she already give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. Ah, a baseball glove.
Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
A baseball glove. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Well, yeah.
Are you saying that she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Well, nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
Well, she ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? The glove was custom made?
Yep, that's what I said.
So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
Yeah, it would seem that there's a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Which hand was the glove for? I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case.
Yes, bluffing to the max.
Now this is the Mr. Wright I know.
I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it would take. This is great.
Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Schmack.
Very well. If you were that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter.
Well, actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Well, anyway, this is it, sir. It looks like bananas. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove, a birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made.
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
And that's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right.
That and one other reason.
Schmack! Oh, I think this court super delayed schmack. It's a smack, it hit it so hard, it hit the sound barrier, so it was delayed like a thunderstorm. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that's true, then it brings up an important question.
Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Oh, yes, sir.
Which hand was that glove for? Yeah, new song. This is the song that we about to kick some ass.
Well, we first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote the name with his right hand.
His right hand?
Oh yeah, a perfectly logical conclusion.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There we go, that's my confident boy.
Now, we first looked into the handwriting.
But can you really determine handwriting based on a simple sample written in sand?
That's why amateurs are amateurs. And we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigating in this country is actually pretty good.
I believe it's time to get back to the real point.
Great, Your Honor. So, what was the result of the investigation? Well, unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting.
So, in the end, you couldn't confirm it.
Hey, don't look down on us. I told you, we ain't a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigating.
I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
Nor I. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Oh, okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger.
His pointer finger?
You know, the one that you always pointing with and waving around people's faces.
Don't tell me it bothers you.
Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured that there would be something on his finger if he was writing in the sand.
And the results?
Well, we found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail.
And what does that prove?
Well, it proves that he did write the name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right.
And there's more. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. scratches on his skin.
Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That's incredible. It sure is, and that's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name.
You mean a microscope?
Yeah, that's it. We used one of those, and that's how we found them.
I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is.
I can. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote the name with his right hand.
Are you absolutely sure?
Well, I believe in the power of science.
I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion, that the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would really be strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? The present? What about it? Yeah, he's a fucking lefty. He's a fucking lefty. So, I don't know if it'll let me show that. I could try. Even Phoenix wasn't sure. Yes, the music stopped, yes. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this.
Well, that's the glove, right?
Could you tell the court what is special about this glove?
Well, what's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow, and that's about it.
I should say, it's really yellow. Yeah, it's really yellow, but that's only one of its qualities.
Huh?
There's another reason why it's special.
What would that be?
It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person.
Left-handed? Oh, what? You're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn in the right hand.
That's why it had to be custom made. I had never seen a bright I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you?
Well, no.
So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
Well, that's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture. It was his... wait a second.
Don't forget that the victim was left-handed.
Whoa! Object! Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves.
Oh my god, Judge. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. I mean, I guess he could. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim.
Schmackaroni cheese. Oh, order. Oh, when you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that the name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible! Mr. Payne? Yes, sir? The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No!
All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. I feel like I can breathe again.
Kashmack. Well, it seems that we have reached a conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
Schmack! I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird... No! Not yet!
Oh my god.
I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What?
Schmack! And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the hell? Back in between Meekins? I guess. She's
as energetic. I guess it's not that twitchy though.
Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling this was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for recess. Smack! I have to go make pee-pee.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to keep going. Oh, it's a different song. That's right. It's different. Do I save over? No, I'm going to save on a different one. There we go. There we go. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on that one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling with today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay. Really, I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix, right? Oh, what a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. Huh? This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? She's adorable. Okay, there's some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. It's my business card. I wrote my phone number at the back. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Huh? Oh, hurry up and tell me. That might be important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh my god, it's that ringtone. And she's wearing a blue Badger shirt. Alright, Raccoon, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you again, my friend. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give it back. Right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Uh-oh. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where is the phone that you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Huh. It's Maya! You're so mean! I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Who in the hell is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too? Yeah, because she's best girl. Feels like we haven't seen her in forever, even though we only didn't have her for the last case in the last game. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super-important evidence. Here you go, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the hell is this, a list?
Has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good, as in... Well, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list added to the court record. Never mind, Maya's back. Maya has brought the energy back. It's like she's restored the whatever that meme is with Lugia. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be as forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, whoops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Well, wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together? I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Sure. Back at it.
Smack! Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court, might be a little lenient on...
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call the damn witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls his next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Ah, it's that guy from the beginning, Okay, 1 second. One second. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
All right. Please go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk.
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university student would have just given him a set of death. He was like, no, there he goes. There he goes.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
What is he, a human chatterbox? Ugh, I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
Smack! That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, this pompous asshole. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh, man. I forgive you. All right, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I'm...
Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk into the park.
See, you said it again, taking a walk. You know you...
Smack! Oh my god, what you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington.
He is the big douche. Pretentious boy. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Well, that was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yeah, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy's a dick! Schmack! You may not question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. I didn't ask for a testimony with a side of lies. I was at the park all afternoon deep in thought about my life situation. So, you were at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. Well, that was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No-name? Trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please! Which university I go will directly affect the very future of this country. That arrogant little shit. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. Your eyes burn. Go to bed, you can always catch us later. And thank you for sticking by, Raccoon, again. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. Oh my god, his arrogance is really intolerable. What should I do? I'm gonna fucking press him. Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? Tisk tisk. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing that they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's that thing that tells you the time.
As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene.
Ah, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept of oh my god, there he goes. See you, Raccoon. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case, all of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. And how did you know he was a police officer? God, every time. You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle practically screams the officer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Should that statement have come first? Last one! So getting a knife and cutting his hair? Yes, please. I'll get you the knife. I'll get you 3 knives. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have 2 of them. Yes, even you. Oh my god, I don't care if I have them or not. Did you see her face?
That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Shush, Jane, Mr. Wright, please shut up.
Then don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue, if that's alright with you. Oh my god, and the douchebag. Of course, he's a lot of fun to read though. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please! Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made such a mistake.
Of course.
Of course.
Did you notice anything else of interest, witness?
The only other thing I saw was that banana that fell with the police officer.
The banana?
Well, it was actually more than just one, more like a bunch of bananas.
Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there?
It wasn't bananas. And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas.
That's it, Nick. He's got to be lying about the bananas.
He could be, but... Oh my god, we know it's the gloves. 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 It's a... Yeah. Maya doesn't know I have the amnesia yet. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna throw this glove right in its pompous little fucking face. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Oh, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you just say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what's your meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove?
What? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? What are you asking me about all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Oh, yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to... Oh, my God. Shut the fuck up. And that's why I asked how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Well, why are you not wearing glasses today, then?
Because you murdered. That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... how about you... Then how about when you witnessed a crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You're an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc? Kid, a backslap from the past? Man, you and me both. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. Oh my god, don't do that. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes.
So the person was on the upper path, saw you and then ran away?
Yes, that's correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there.
She ran away, just like that?
Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get it. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, then how could you tell it was my client?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
Oh, that's true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record. God damn it. How can I get more information out of him? After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school? Oh, you think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Huh? $628. $628. Wait. So the body at 6, you looked the body 45 minutes, and 6:55 the cops came in? No, yeah. No. It would have been like 10. Well, he's saying it's a 10-minute window. But you're pretty much spot on because this. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m.? There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Huh? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Mohammed, hello. 20's game is pretty. I'm not sure what that means, unless you mean this game is pretty.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
Oh, bullshit. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
What? Schmack! Oh, Mr. Wellington?
Yes?
Please explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. Telephone? I mean, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness? I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it?
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? Oh, you must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all teachers... Oh, there he goes. Similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, yeah, it's got that anime style, so yeah, I can see that.
Enough!
Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait. Hold on. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be... You mean, this phone that Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? I'm gonna question further. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting at all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. It looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that maybe this was his.
Schmack! Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
Well, I'm not going to let this douchebag go. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you! Well, also... Wasn't there a phone booth, like, right behind him? Yeah, there's a fucking phone booth like right there.
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You have to do some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
All right, let's have this proof then. Please present proof.
I'm gonna make sure. Okay, yeah, it's crime photo 1. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
The crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, there's something wrong with you.
No! Oh, it's a phone booth.
That's correct. 3 days from Thursday till yesterday without sleeping until, oh my god, and just slept for 18 hours? Man, I did something like that this week. I totally crashed and slept like a whole day. So I totally feel ya. Was it after the test? All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Huh?
Smack, smack, smack! Order, order! What is reporting a crime a little late proof of the defense?
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That's reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Oh, yeah, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone that she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else? Was he? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? He's probably looking for his glasses. There's only one possible explanation.
Smack! Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized, so think very carefully before you present.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court this one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
I'm assuming it's glasses. Yeah, Mr. Wellington. Yeah, you beef Wellington now. Oh yeah, you gonna die. He killed the man, lock him up, and hide the key. Yeah, I'm saying. And he's the one who knocked Phoenix out and gave Phoenix amnesia at the beginning. So, what? Don't do that. You almost give me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find? I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours! I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body?
Smack, smack, smack! Order, order!
No, wait a second, hold on! I didn't confess or confirm anything! Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that's why it took him 15 minutes to make the damn phone call.
Smack! 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 Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Of course, that's precisely what I'm doing. Yeah, play my jam.
Holy smacking shit.
I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Schmack! Yeah, the cases get more intense than they were in the first game now. Except after the test, it was a hard one that made me wake up for 3 days harder than general surgery. Oh my god. That sounds stressful as hell. Yo, this makes so much sense. Yeah.
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of the court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being a murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This is a great fuck of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Why? That's easy. Well, for example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you could read, right? Well, we already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed.
Or in other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground.
Wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know that her name was Maggie? Maggie.
That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before the trial.
I forgot. Was there any way that the script could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Yeah, there was. There was a way. Maggie told us during the recess. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now, would the defense please present his case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
Oh my god, how can it... Would it be the names list? A list of con artists and their phone numbers stored on the cell phone Maggie found. I'm going to assume that it's going to be this. I hope I don't. Oh, wait, okay. So this says Maggie found this in the park. She got in contact with its owner, and it never showed. Okay, so it's got to be this first. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, who did you...
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there's some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Maggie. It makes me think of a vine. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that only could occur if you knew how... the only thing you knew was how her name sounded. No!
Schmack! Order!
God, shut up, Payne.
But Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill somebody without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That's absolutely true. I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what the motive the witness would have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but...
Schmack! Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive.
Okay, now. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What's this? Oh, a list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belonging to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
Well, come on, artist.
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're like the cops who raided the brilliant artist. Oh my god.
Here he go. There he go. No, not this time. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
You think you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a victim. He's a member. It's pretty obvious. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look at these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill.
No, this is too much!
Oh my gosh, Smack! Well, that does make quite a bit of sense.
Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I got you now. That police officer?
Your Honor,
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Oh my god, you said that exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of that phone call.
I'm not going to read that again because we just read that.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird and get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
Well, that's a valid point. What does the defense think about this? Well, if you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something in the crime scene that made him commit murder. Yeah, he saw Dustin Prince in his police officer uniform, and he panicked. That's none of my thinking. Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Ready, Mr. Wright?
What was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Bam! What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. What? The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid that the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is that what you're saying? Maybe he saw the cop of his phone, so he got scared and killed him? Yeah, see, you did it. You did it. You got it, last one. Digital fist bump. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Smack!
Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
Well, it seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Oh, and there's the freak out. If it wasn't so late, I would have done the laugh. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? Evidence. Ugh, that guy's really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is a suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone? Who was to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you that earlier. That phone I lost. You have already found it. You don't have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can't even be sure that it's mine, you simpleton. What?
tested for the game. Nice. It feels good to see you squirm.
Well, we do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor! Oh, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. I know that the phone is exactly the same model as Phoenix's phone. Phoenix doesn't know because he has amnesia, but if you remember from the previous game, that's exactly his phone. His Nokia brick phone. I'm assuming that's when this business card will come into play. I don't think the fingerprints. The stored numbers are not gonna. No, it's gotta be fingerprints. I got it. We should check it for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. On this phone. Nick, don't you remember when you got that from Maggie? You wiped that off. Huh? I what? You said that there was sand all over it. So, what? Why? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly too. Oh no. There's no way I could have known that. Oh, it's so much fun watching a third-rate trash babble like the morons amongst themselves. Oh, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the stored numbers on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Oh, you gotta be joking. He erased all the numbers I was gonna use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much! And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh, now I remember! Congratulations, you played yourself. Huh, looks like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
Schmack! Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am?
Schmack! All right, the court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
Oh, if that will be all, I'll bid you, gentlemen and ladies, goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to let it go like that? I can't. Fuck you. I have to be able to show the names list. My business card. My business card will prove it. That SIM card has got to be attached to my phone number. Please wait, Your Honor. Or please wait, Your Honor. Let's put more emphasis on there. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything.
What? Your Honor, the cross-examination's already ended. Besides, the defense is just trying to badger the witness with more of his inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. Oh my god.
I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. It's gotta be my business card. Why, thank you. How nice. Well, here, please, have one of mine. Judge's business card. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time for me exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is... I wrote my number on the back of it, right? On the back, yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now, but court's still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is it a fish preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Steel Samurai! Dun, 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 dun. The Steel Samurai comes once again to save my ass. What? Why is my phone? What's with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You... No, it can't. Oh, by the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Got him. Oh, he did. In the metaphorical sense. Like I was saying at the end of the last game, that this game going forward, the characters are going to be more outlandish and animated. It's great. Oh, so that's what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington? He's a man who lives on pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid, and he's lost all ability to make rational judgments.
Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding?
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
Well, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Oh, now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Oh, confetti time. Yeah! Smack! Oh my god, that is all. The court is adjourned. Yay. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Yeah, we're gonna see Maggie a couple times throughout the series, and yet she's got some awful, awful luck. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? She's like Eugene in that show, Hey Arnold. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, whoa, it's pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true! That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's all my fault. Dustin's death? Your head being all messed up? Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm gonna find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll find a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. I think the next time we see her, she's gonna be accused of murder again. What happened? The iPad died? I busted Wellington in a really cool way, and he got arrested. And we good now. the short version of it. What a horrible day. I've got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back! She is only best girl. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. Yay, to reintroduce all the characters in case you missed them in the first game. The Judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl, Maya. You finally remembered? This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I'll have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. And that's the end of the first chapter already. Oh my god, this little girl is one of the best characters in the game. Oh man. I kind of want to keep going. Maybe. I guess we can start it. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person.
That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Innie? I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Oh God. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Oh Lord. Oh no. June 16th, 3:34 p.m. My office. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me, do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. Yeah, it's a flashback. So this is 2 months ago when Maya comes back now. So this before Maya comes back. What nerve! Calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yeah, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was a nurse. It was her who got the medicines mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. 14 people dead. Team kill. Is that what you're going to say, Overwatch style? That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 13 patients, not me! I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why are you bringing it up now? This is simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go there either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent! You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Huh? Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Huh? Maya? Well, why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yeah, I mean, hey, wait a second. Wait a second. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure. Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Yes, I heard. It must be lonely to you. What? Wait, no, I'm not. She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling! I'm gonna have her call the spirit of that nurse who went and got herself killed! Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult.
Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So, she gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again.
Me?
And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you?
And so, that's how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Hold, please. Okay. 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 Now we get to go see Maya's village. Oh, so this is Karain Village, Maya's hometown. Oh my god, this girl. She is a precious treasure, and we must protect her. Everyone watching this video, protect her. What? Why, hello there. What an odd little girl. Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya! How are you? It's good to see you again. Wow! Hey, Maya song. Yeah, it's all remix. I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I would have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know? Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear the training is going well for you. Hey. Yay, Maya. Today's channeling. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Haha, behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is that the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. Last one, Shilova-kun stream again? I guess so. I was hoping more people would show up, but they snooze, they lose. They can watch this later and not know what's going on. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Just like the good old days. Lost one. Yep. Karain Village. But I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So, everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. It's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. What do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh. The girl earlier. Oh yeah, I want to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, and that means... Is she also? Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. Huh, I see. And she's a precious treasure that everyone must protect. Everyone watching this video, you have been cursed. Your life is now about protecting Pearl Faye. Now that you have watched this video, I'm casting the curse on you. You like the big rock in the background? I'm gonna call it Racky. Racky it is. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure. See, she's a precious treasure, and we must protect her. So she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside Karain Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother's my aunt. Duh, come on, Nick. Yeah, and they're The aunt is such a delight. Alright, so I got... Hang on one more second. The aunt is just... she's just a wonderful person, and we're gonna love her so much. I don't think I can say this any more sarcastically. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks! Best girl, best girl. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Let's go look at Raki. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on beatable sign. It looks like this giant rock is called Raki. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, Lost One named it. An old bus stop. It says Korean Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. Am I ever gonna play Tetris Royal? Is that the one on Switch? No, that's the PlayStation one, isn't it? I don't know. I don't have any plans to play any puzzle games like that, but I'm always open to it. It's an old-style phone booth. I can't say it fits in well with this area. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows, I may need it later. We actually get to come back to this village a few times in this series. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fei Manor, the place that Maya calls her home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. This house is flexing the big peen. Let's go to the meditation room. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today, huh? Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said, with a straight face. I can't believe they allowed such a misguided report on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. Neat. I'ma look at it. There's a lot of... No, it's not a lot of rooms. This is a partial guide map, it says, though. Let's talk about the channeling. So what are you gonna do once the nurse's spirit's been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is the daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? I guess so. I suppose. Oh, I don't want to meet her. The channeling chamber. It looked like Fatal Frame. Well, Maya's gonna channel the body, well, like she did with her sister in the first game. So she can channel the spirit, and then the spirit uses her body to write the message. So yeah, the spirit goes into Maya, and it's like the movie Ghost. No, it's not like the movie Ghost. So yeah, it's not that she brings them forth, she brings them within. I hope I'm explaining that right. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya?
I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Any grudge stuff happening? No, there's no... Phoenix Wright ain't no horror game, so don't worry. It's okay. Huh? Don't tell me you've already forgotten. Was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. It's good. It's good. It's a good day. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. Yes, let us talk. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Kurain channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurain school. So how strong are you? It is a shame. However, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be our first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person into our world. Traffic accident, indeed. The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observe the session? Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter in here. The secrets of the Kurain techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock's for. I guess I should have examined it from the other room. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl, and she is a treasure that we must protect. Oh, that odd... She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? Well, what a cute daughter you have! A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had a chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Damn! Put me on blast, bitch! Fine. Shit! Good sir! We would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations? Oh, okay. How, she's a fail, right? Just as odd as the rest. The room looks like a birthday cake. I guess I could see that. Let's look around. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Because it's in Japanese, even though the game tries to pretend it's not Japanese. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed. She really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. Damn! Wow, there's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. Yeah, total. I played all the Fatal Frame games, all 4 of them, and it's just giving me Fatal Frame PTSD. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. There's a giant iron lock where the handle is. It feels like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. Okay, I guess I can go back to the meditation room. I didn't get to examine it from this side. The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where the spirits and medium meet. The spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. It looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. This door leads out to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. Where else can we go? Let's go to the winding way. June 19th. Oh, wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. And what's that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this, so every family has to burn their own trash. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. It looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting. So, time to move on. I think that's it for that. Oh, we can go to the side room. Don't mind if I do. Ah, so this is the side room. It looks more like a break room. There's bedding spread on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Oh god, Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame. It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of those in the office, it would end up as being storage space. But here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. Phoenix, it hurts because he's Japanese and he knows what all this stuff is. But the localization of the game, they're like, Americans aren't going to know, so let's not bother teaching them. Gotta love it. Eat the ashes. Yes, just snort them dead peoples. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture, and there's a plate attached at the base. Kurain Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir! So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here, and for them to spot you? Nope. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. God, Fatal Frame. There's a human-shaped lump in one of the beds. Oh, God. It's a ghost. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Hey, you, hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before.
Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh my god, it's Lotta, yay! See, we get to see all our friends again.
How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year?
You are, Lotta Hair, Lotta Heart. Who are you again? You're Lotta Heart, we know her. You're Lotta Heart, right?
Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, Lotta Heart.
So I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean.
Of course. And today, I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started.
Is it that time already?
We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What you waiting around for? Come on!
Lotta Heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times, too. I love Lotta. She's great. Lotta always looks like that. That's how she was in the last game, too. She's feisty.
We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, Please proceed into the channeling chamber.
With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, apologize. Yeah, sure, I would. Yeah.
Miss Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here! That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please, take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it. Trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started.
Finally, let's go.
Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please, have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny! Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland! Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you... This is Kurain Village.
If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave.
Sorry?
Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive.
Now then, let us wait.
Yep, her aunt's just a delight.
Hey now! What was that just now?
It came from inside the channeling chamber.
Hey, that's a gunshot!
Excuse me?
I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it.
Maya's in there. Oh my god, I'm gonna break into that chamber.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan?
What else? We're gonna break in!
What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it.
We're gonna have to break it in. Is that alright, Miss Faye?
Well, yes, but there is one matter. That is...
Don't try to stop me! I'm coming, Maya! You can send the repair bill to the Wright and Co. law offices later!
Yeah, and that's what I call being a man!
Yeah, did it. Dr. Gray!
I was murdered.
Maya?
That man murdered me. So I killed him.
What? Lotta, at a time like this.
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya?
Please, leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police.
But...
Hurry, before there are more victims here.
Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using that phone booth to call the police.
And?
They're on their way.
Oh, that's good. Lordy, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon.
She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death about what's going on.
Hey, mister... That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she?
Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know about when Maya's channeling. Her whole physical appearance changes.
Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then.
Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray?
Well, not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation.
Really?
I hear he's good with surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep.
I sort of got the same impression myself.
He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him.
The voice I gave to her? Wait, for Lotta?
I don't think it's anything I can show her.
I don't know if you're talking about Lotta or the aunt. I'm assuming Lotta. My best cringy southern accent.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya?
She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She's still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. I don't wanna. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Oh, you again. What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? Well, it's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Oh, why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jim Shoe?
My name isn't Jim Shoe.
The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do now is see what everyone else has to say. Oh, she's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? Okay. I was like, let me see what she's saying first. God, don't let it be next!
No, don't scare me like that.
What do you mean? You're the one scaring me? If I wasn't so tough, you would have another dead body in your hands. Mine. No, oh my god. Lotta, why? Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not so good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? Oh, this too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer, that's some scary shit. So, I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore? What's up? Oh, yeah!
What? What is it?
I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Oh, she did! 2 even! The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta, sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. I hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat them cops to the scoop of the century. Oh, there she goes. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Because we have. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? What? Time to what? Huh? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no. Actually, the situation's kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right?
Yes, a person has killed another person.
Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer.
Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she had to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eenie Miney. At the college, I'm researching and studying, parapsychology.
Parapsychology?
That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff.
Oh, that's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. More weird characters. Eenie Miney. So, what brings you here today?
So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium?
Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place.
Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are, like, my thing.
I see. Then why were you napping there?
Like, I wasn't feeling good.
Huh?
I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they serve for lunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time.
I'm gonna just say to remember the dark space in the room. Don't know if it's important, but there's something. It is important. It is important. Glad you saw that. So when we go to the channeling chamber, we'll look at that, because this will be important clues there. So you were sleeping here the entire time?
Yeah, ever since lunch.
So you don't know anything about the murder that took place?
Like, what? Like, oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed?
The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah.
She sounds like she's trying to hide something. I don't think I can't get anything else. It's not investigating time yet. There's no one here, as usual. Hey! How are you? You're Pearl, right? Oh, silent as ever. She's a precious treasure, we must protect her. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Damn it. I want her to be my friend again. The police are busily running around here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring droid. I'll tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya? Well, I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room, after all. But Maya is... you can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional, and yet something about his expression still looks the same. He's better, but he's still a doofus. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead, but he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed and then shot. The fuck? The fuck? Nope, slide. I actually can't look at anything yet. I guess he said don't touch anything. Wait, I can present profiles now. So... I'm really busy right now. I can take a look at it later, alright, pal? He didn't even take a glance at it. Maybe it's not gonna... Yeah, okay. Shit. Well, fine. Oh. Oh, dear madam, you have such impeccable timing.
Like, what's all the buzz?
Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all the brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done till real late.
That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here, under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight.
Yay. Sleepover. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. The next day. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP.
Nick!
Maya!
What am I gonna do? I never imagined it would have turned out like this.
Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Oh, Maya, no. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this detention center.
I finally get to see you again, and...
It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
No, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me, I understand.
No, not it. I can't hug you through the glass.
So, you're the master or something of the Crane School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is, for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you?
Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have been taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray and locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't even remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. I guess this is all about the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What's it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these two hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Yeah, got him. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry. I will. I'll save you. You're a precious treasure as well. Don't worry, I will. When's the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, zero prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called the Magatama. It's one of Maya's new powers. Let's see. You said, wait, there were 2 gunshots, but he was stabbed and then shot in the head? Where did the second shot go? Aha! See, you thinking. We don't know yet, but you're right. You're right, we did hear 2 gunshots. This is one of the cool new abilities we're going to get for the game. For the whole game. I think we use it in the next game, too. This is called the Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. We get to bond with pearls. It's good, though. Slightly translucent. It's small, but has a deep, profound aura about it. Maya. My chest. It hurts. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Phoenix Wright ain't bullshitting around. The meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. What makes you think it was murder? I miss Edgeworth. But we get to meet the new prosecutor, which is going to be fantastic. I bet he was shot in the head twice and stabbed with the key. Ooh. I like the theory. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance to thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Miss Maya.
and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Sure, Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir! She's one scary lady. Oh, dear sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. Maya? Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. What happened here in the room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this some kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Maya, I mean Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Kurain's sacred writings. Along with the Kurain's sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possession. You mean along with Pearl, bitch? If I ever found out that something had happened to either one. Oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how's Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most she said it. She said it. See? Confirmed. She is all of our precious treasure, and we must protect her. Pearl is my most treasured possession. No, mine. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it is even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the branch family. Whoa, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? What the? No. You mean, nah. I will be leaving shortly to meet Mystic Maya. I simply do not have the time to look at such. Oh. Quit. I'll quit your face. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on the. But I can't read it. Huh? This is. It's a hole! Could this have been made by a bullet? Folding screen about 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya! I will tell her. My dick. It is shriveled up. I am a female now. There's some empty space behind a folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. I guess it's still not important yet. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels important. I'm saying the same stuff again. But I'll say something different about that bloodstain. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There's 4 panels in this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air.
No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center there. This is where the medium sits. I don't know. It's like the same thing, but it wasn't. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. It's the same thing again. Alright, there was nothing else that was new in here. Let's go back out. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school. Huh? There's a box here now.
Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday. The dentist guy?
No, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire.
That's right? Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright.
Smith, right? Well, I guess I got like 3 letters at least.
I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here?
So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and
Yeah, you told me about that yesterday. The sesame seeds, the sesame allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today.
oh, so like that's what you meant. So like you should have been like more clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like it's really.
That's it? Why did you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So like, what was I talking about again?
See, that's why I was like, the characters are gonna get even better from now on in the game. If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today?
The guy brought a gun to shoot the ghost lady. He missed, and the ghost lady stabbed him with a key, and then took the gun and shot him. That's theory.
I lost theory. I liked. That's a good theory too. See, you actually have good theories, because they're theories that they would bring up in court. But then I ask you, why would he want to kill someone who's already dead? Because that's what Edgeworth would say. What makes you think it was murder? So, why are you still here today?
Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here.
Like, what?
Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power?
I suppose. This village is a real thing, after all.
So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer.
She sure seems like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. Have you heard about the murder?
It's, like, totally scary,
she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray?
I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked me about him, like, yesterday, too.
That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? Oops. I didn't know like a court record in a flashback.
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was like a patient, yeah.
I just made your theory fall with one move. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I Edgeworthed it. I'm sorry. But that's what you gotta do with Phoenix Wright. you gotta back that shit up with evidence. Da-dun, dramatic camera turn and zoom in close on face.
Like, is something wrong?
Yeah, there's a few things wrong with your face. What do you know about this person?
I'm like sorry, but it's totally like my time for my nap.
Oh, she's even got me yawning.
And I like totally don't care about that person anyway.
That wasn't really the point, but you're not gonna help me with anything else. Oh my god, no one is helpful around here. Nobody move, it's a rare Pokemon. Ah, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. Looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Maya said, if I show her this... Oh, yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Ah!
Oh, I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the one next to their channeling.
That's Mystic Maya's.
Huh? Oh, she actually spoke.
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya.
You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Wait, what? It's Pearl Song. She's so adorable. She's a precious treasure, and we must protect her.
So then, of course, you're gonna help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're gonna do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh, wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes, it must be true love.
Wait, what? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait, no, I mean, things aren't like...
I can tell you're a good person. All right, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm gonna help you in any way I can.
Pearl is best girl, and Pearl's gonna be with us the rest of the series now, too. So now we get 2 best girls. Hold up, special someone? Yeah, she's got the wrong idea. Phoenix and Maya never have any romantic involvement. I'm gonna say it now, so I'm not gonna get anyone's hopes up, or any kind of ships cannot happen. Phoenix and Maya is strictly like best friends forever type thing. Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this might be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes, for example, I study the Karaing technique.
I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world, but damn. So what's that you got in your hand there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you.
I guess so. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
Oh, she not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. She's so prim and proper, I didn't read that. An old key, a green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. 2 years later, Nick and Maya start flirting. Man, I wish. I wanted them to.
Mr. Nick?
There might be hints of like some kind of romance stuff there, but nothing ever happens. Just so people know. Because I got my hopes up the entire series, and then I was like, oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. Because Maya is pretty much with Phoenix the rest of his career anyways. Yes, Pearls? I can call you that. You're too cute to just call you Pearl. I'm gonna call her Pearls. It's adorable.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Please take this. I'm sure it'll be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Yes, you can come with me. You're my best little friend. Yes. Best friend, best girl, someone who's hiding a secret. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
Pearly. It's Pearls. Well, Pearly to Maya, Pearls to me. precious treasure to Shilova-kun and everyone watching. What? No! How old do you think I am? Bitch! I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, totally don't know him. And this is the new mechanic for this game. And the next game. So pretty much both games. Alright, hang on. Before I do it... Okay, oh please. Take a drink. Had to pop a pill because I got a headache. What's this? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psych-locks, Mr. Nick. Psych-locks? Huh. The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. Yeah, sometimes there are like up to 5 of them. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? It's cool. It's kind of like doing court stuff outside of court when I do the investigation days. Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. Then let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but well, I guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. I get penalized in real life too. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this Cyclock thing a try. I will save before every Cyclock because there's a penalty system just like when I'm in court. And then I slap him in the face with it. The victim. Eeny miny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, how many times do I have to, repeat myself? If you're, so totally sure, then, what's your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Wait, why? I don't think I have anything for this. What do you mean, indirectly? I should try to show the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Edie and Dr. Gray. I really don't think I have anything. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. I really don't think I have anything, but I forgot to look at this box. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. That box might be important later! But now that Pearl's with us, I think we can look at stuff and... Oh, she won't see stuff? Okay. Oh. Hey, it's you, pal! So you're going to be our lawyer, I bet. Yeah. No. No, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. See, Gumshoe's our friend now, too. Even though we sure gave him headaches, and he gave us headaches in the last game. Hey, you're a cute kid! I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. He's great with kids. He's fucking great. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. He's trying, though. What about Maya and the charges against her? Well, I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer's going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta... I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some of the newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big. Oh, it looked really interesting, too. Oh, hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Oh, we gotta swing by the office then. About Maya's trial tomorrow? I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So, which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Oh my god, remember Von Karma? He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. One of the best villains in the series. Wait a second. Didn't Von Karma stand trial in... Well, that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. What? Successor? So, who is this successor to Von Karma? It used to be Edgeworth, but Edgeworth don't do that no more. Well, literally, pal, it's a Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. Oh, that's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, what? Wait. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have had to heard something about... Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Edgeworth. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Aw, I miss Edgeworth. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to my office and see if we can find that article, because I think we need that for the psych lock anyways. Whew, feels like I've been gone forever. It's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's really going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping 1. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice. Okay, can I talk to Maya? Please? Maya must be in another round of questioning. I hope the detectives are taking it easy on her, but these kinds of cases aren't usually taken lightly either. I guess I'll come back later. Fine. Another theory? Yes! Give me all your theories! I'm glad you into this, because I feel like I'm the only one. So yes, feel free to ask me about anything! Tell me your theories! Comment on whatever you want. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day and... Hey! Oh, it's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit! 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident and the nurse died in? The car accident that the nurse died in? Oh yeah, here we go. I brought my own clippings with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Oh, sweet, we need to do that. Mini. Nurse at Gray Surgical Practice died after falling asleep at the wheel. Mini. Last name like Eni... Did she have a family there? 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 Did she have a family
Alright. Slap you in the face with this. Eeny Miny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. Like, no way. You're like crazy. Oh yeah? I ain't crazy, because I think you may have indirectly known possibility of connections of something maybe with this. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mini Miny? Miny is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miny wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you notice, she was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Yeah, broke! This is the part where I get my life back if I lost any. Yeah! 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 And then once I break the cycle lock, they'll spill the beans. Ghost Lady stabbed a man. He tried to shoot her, but he missed. So she took the gun and killed him. Boom. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good theory. I'm not going to try to dismantle it Edgeworth style. I'll let you keep your theories, because one of them might be correct. But I like that one. That one actually works. My sister's name was Mimi Miny. She was, like, a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So, is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from the malpractice? Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. Oh yeah, there's gonna be lots of that. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Okay, sometimes you gotta present multiple pieces of evidence to break through people's multiple locks. Dun, 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 dun. What do we do now? I need a text box to pop up to tell me that I'm going the right way. Please, help me. Help me, game. How about if I go to the entrance? Yay! There it is. Mr. Nick? What's wrong? I have never left Corinne Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Oh my god, you're so cute. Wait. Oh, she ran off again. Well, I know Enie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Huh? Oh, it must be Maya. What? That voice. Mia! I miss you, Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. I've been a good lawyer, Mia. I've been a good lawyer. Mia, no. Mia, she's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She made me the badass I am today. Look, she's wearing the Magatama. Ooh, look at that. No one noticed that before. I'm pointing it out now. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. Huh? A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets, especially when it's bad. Ugh, it hurts my heart, because they say that throughout the series. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So, tell me all about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me please, believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Oh, you're not wrong. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said that she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. What? Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. Yay! Yay, there's a chance. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key? Are you talking about physical or metaphorical? Alright, I'll show her the key I hold. I'm assuming it'd be... Oh, wait. And then... You mean this? Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. I do? Wait, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time, but this day was going to end with a turn for the surprise. Oh my god, Mia, no! Mia? What? What's wrong? Oh, that's right, only I can see the Cyclops. Why doesn't Mia want to tell me? Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me? What in the world is going on? Plot twist. Am I supposed that he was why pearls have it? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. I'm totally into this. I know it's getting late, but I don't give a fuck. People can watch this later. And plus, it's court day. Yeah! What? But she said Maya's innocent. So at least we know we gotta fight for that. Prosecutor von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor? I wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be.
It's no good.
Mystic... Oh, it's Pearls! Mystic Maya!
Pearly! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way.
I was really worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother's watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Yep, I stuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran.
What? I can't. Oh my god, if it takes 2 hours by train, oh my god.
Pearly,
what about the train?
Huh? What's a train?
I give up.
It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that?
He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend.
I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday.
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name again.
Huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot. You don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back.
What? Huh? Wait a sec. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom.
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick.
Edgeworth, come back. Court time! Schmack! Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
Oh shit, it's a female! What is with this kid? I don't know if she really looks it, but I think she's like 16? Or I think she's 17. We don't have her profile yet. It'll tell us when we, see here.
Pearl's 8. That's adorable. So cute. Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct?
Hold on. So, wait, she is the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can...
Wow! I'm talking. Yeah, her thing is that whip. It's great. She's like Edgeworth. You hate her, and then you love her, and then you hate her, and then you love her. It's gonna be like that.
If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you.
Ouch! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Schmack! Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
I don't know what kind of voice to give her, so I'm giving her a little bit of an accent because she grew up in Germany. I can't exactly talk to her like an American. Kind of like Edgeworth was, I guess Edgeworth's British. That's what I say. If she's from Germany, she's gonna have I can't really do a German accent. I don't know. She doesn't actually talk any German. She talks English. So I'm just, all right. Those of the Von Karma blood only have one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. That's her thing. The foolishness. I love it. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea.
That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves.
We could very easily make a solid case for that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
Well, she's just as scary as her father, like daughter, I suppose.
Witness, your name and occupation.
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct.
Ouch! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sorry. If everyone will please look at the map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
They were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit?
Oh, that's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Well, anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over.
Don't say that.
So, how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time, then.
Okay, pal. Well, the direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
Well, so the victim was stabbed before being shot?
Well, this is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead point blank. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Oh boy, let's see where this goes. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir.
The murder weapon, the murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe, whose pistol was it?
Well, it was the victim's.
The victim? See, you lost one, you were right. It was his gun, at least. The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? Oh, there were fingerprints?
Along with the victims.
Your theory's somewhere. So far, so good.
The defendant Maya's face were also on the grip, sir.
Schmack! So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon?
Oh my god, I walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range.
Point blank, huh? So how far away is that?
Well, it's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I skipped it. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and it gets real hot, pal. And there was definitely some gunpowder points left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest.
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife.
I see, and whose knife was it?
Well, it looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya's face fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh?
Oh my god, this does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I love it because Francesca, she gives everyone these awesome nicknames later. She always calls him Mr. Phoenix Wright. She calls him something else too, I forget, but she calls like Gumshoe Scruffy Detective, which is like my favorite nickname for him.
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
How severe was the wound?
Well, if it had been a half inch or more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill.
The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off right after stabbing.
Are you sure he was stabbed first and then shot?
Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh my god, what a pain.
Smack! Well, that's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence.
Pistol, the murder weapon, was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Knife, murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the vase. Bears Maya's fingerprints. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at the time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
Oh, this is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes.
Or even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now's the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this one through all the way. No, I don't have to think about it. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen.
Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Detective! Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir. Now see here, proceedings are run by... Yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
God, she's just like her dad.
God damn.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume? Oh, there certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya's fate to the crime, sir.
Oh, gumshoe, he doesn't want it to be real either. He likes Maya.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Maya's costume, clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood splatters on it.
All right, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, please call me my full name. It's disturbing. As defense show, you shot that missed when ready? Yes?
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence.
Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier?
Well, you're kind of scary today, you know, pal. Come on, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. All right, please stop glaring at me like that. Y'all don't understand. I'm here to protect Maya. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime.
Maya's costume.
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else?
As you can see, it's covered in blood.
This blood on the costume.
Lab results show that it's the victim's blood. Smack!
What? So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes? Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on.
Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Not even now, even the judge is on our side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. Oh, there it is. Oh, y'all can see it at home. I just have to look harder. I see it. Hopefully you see it too. Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Haha, funny you should say that. Looks like my time is up. So about the costume, there is one little thing. Especially because they said the victim didn't fight back. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about?
I've come this far, and there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is... Bam. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? Oh, there's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Well, hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder?
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be the bullet hole. Must be a bullet hole.
Smacker, smacker, smacker. Order! Order, order! Oh, this is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Updated. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. Ha ha ha.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more. She's never lost either, so... Like her father, and just like Edgeworth, I'm gonna have to try to fucking put that nail on that coffin and make her lose so that I look like the good guy. Hey, how can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight!
Well, I agree. It is a mistake on the part of the police. And what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find more definitive problem with the evidence, then... Oh, no way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue your testimony.
Yes, sir.
The defendant attacked and killed the person with who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Ha ha ha! I'm not even gonna press this. I'm not even gonna press it. That's bullshit.
Detective Dick Gumshoe?
Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Well, yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
Oh, you're right.
I like it that he's happy because he wants Maya to be not guilty too.
You're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
All right, the wind seems to be shifting.
What is with the "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
Oh, that is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Oh no! Well, now that you... Wright is right? Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. Oh no! Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Whoa! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Oh, you mean by myself? You want me to put together a scenario all by myself? Wow! Yes, sir! Right away, sir! Good luck, Gumshoe. At least Mr. Edgeworth never hit me. Well, during the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Oh, of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. At least that's my theory. Alright, the scenario you have put together, it does make sense. Oh, yes, sir. I did pretty good. Mr. Wright? On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now in your cross-examination, please. I am very protective of my friends. Okay, hang on one more second, guys. I remembered, like, 15 minutes ago or so, PlayStation told me, hey, your controller's dying. And I'm like, oh no. And I haven't plugged it in yet. And I just realized that it's going to die like any second. So, plugging it in now, and we're good. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Well, now that you mention it, well, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Kurain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Kurain channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue the testimony. Why is everyone so grumpy today? Gee whiz. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Well, actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness? Whoa! Oh, sorry. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? Well, it looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days ago, 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. So, you're saying that the bullet hole in his costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took out the victim's gun, and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. Well, the victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you could fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now do you understand? Evan Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad.
But there's gotta be a contradiction there somewhere, and uncovering it is gonna uncover the truth. I can feel it. Alright, it's time to look at the evidence. That's not gonna help us. Let's see what else we got in here. There's a bullet hole in the folding screen. That key, and then that crime scene could help. Nope, not gonna help at all. Stabbed in chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. Murder weapon. Murder weapon. What am I missing here? Maybe this... Maya small? I guess so. I don't know her like official height, but she was definitely smaller than him because she's like a teenager and he's a full-grown man. Okay, the trajectory of the bullet, if he had fired, this is too low. Like, he would have been shooting down the ground. If he was shooting down, why is the hole in her sleeve? That's a stretch, but that's all I got? Oh my god. It worked. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Schmack! Well, explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on the costume? Oh, is there not gunpowder burn on the costume? I thought there was. I thought... Oh, wait. The judge said it smells like gunpowder. But there's no gunpowder burn on the costume. Oh, no, it's... I assumed there was. But, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Gunpowder, boy. This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Okay, I didn't present the costume for that reason, but I guess this works out too. That's a very good point. And, what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. Huh. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away, and it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How's that?
As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Ah, gotcha. Well, then... That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. Well, that does make an awful lot of sense. Oh, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I gotta be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. If she had pushed him away, I'm thinking there shouldn't have been blood all over her clothes. So I'm gonna go with no. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. I hope it's mine. Fatal? Flaw? Wow! Very interesting. Would love to hear what this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot? There must be a piece of... Oh no, the folding screen. Then why would he shoot at the floor? This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What's that, a folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Aha! Haha! It looks like you are already know what I'm about. Well, yeah, that, bitch. Take that. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Smack! Order! Order! This changes everything! Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. I'm assuming this is where we say behind the screen. Here. Behind the folding screen? Ow! The victim and his attacker were fighting, were they not? Then why would the attacker be doing... What would the attacker, oh my god, be doing all the way back there? Uh-oh. Besides which, if the attacker was behind the folding screen, then how could the victim even know where to shoot? It's obviously impossible. Oh, maybe she was in front of it. Oops. Okay, yeah, I guess so. Mr. Wright! Ow, oh boy. Oh, I just screwed up royally. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was the time of the crime. Fine, then she was probably here. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be the gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. You curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you... yeah, I believe it's now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything, of course. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Alright, upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. God damn it, Gumshoe. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Oof. Big oof. Big mood. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the... god. Oh my god, blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Oh my god, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Detective? How dare you damage my perfect logic?
How was it all my fault?
You can start by repairing your standing by first removing that three-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? It's gotta be Lada.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear the next witness. Smack. To be continued.
And yeah, okay, this time I'm gonna stop the stream. I want to keep going, but it's getting really late. But I'm gonna try to play more tomorrow. I gotta work. But I work in the afternoon. If I can get my ass up early, I could play some before work. So we will see. Well, thank you guys for joining me on another long ass Phoenix Wright stream. But I was so excited to start the second game, and we did. And goodbye, Lost One. Hopefully you come back with more theories and dream about murder. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Buenas noches.